Hello, everybody. My name is Lauren Bryn. I'm the Assistant Commissioner of the MIAA, and I'm very excited to be here today with Rachel Swartz from Olivet. Rachel, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Rachel Swartz. I'm a senior at Olivet College. I play women's basketball, and I'm a sports psych major and coaching minor.
Obviously, you have had plenty of time within the MIAA as a senior. What has been your favorite part about competing in this conference?
Straight out of high school, I pretty much only looked at D3. Didn't really look at anything too higher than that. I just really liked the size of the school. I come from smaller town, smaller school, so that's kind of what I was used to. I really liked that it's being a student athlete on campus. Pretty much majority of students are also athletes, so everyone's really supportive of each other. It's a really close-knit community, being that Olivet, Michigan is also pretty small. So when you go to class, everyone's kind of asking about your games or congratulating you on a win or something. And then kind of in turn, your professors and faculty are always aware of like the sporting events that are happening. So even if you're not your professor, you've never had them, they probably know who you are and will like stop you in the hall to say good job or something from the last night's game. So that's really nice.
What are some of your favorite rivalries within the MIAA?
I'd say my top two is um, probably KZoo and Trine. I actually transferred from Trine before coming to Olivet College, so I know people from there, so it's just kind of a fun game to have every year. And also Kalamazoo is pretty close to home. I'm from Battle Creek, so I know a lot of girls in the Kalamazoo team, as well as it's a pretty competitive game every time we play them.
Well, I'm sure you're pretty busy between studying and basketball, but what are some hobbies that you have outside of that?
Most of my free time after class and sports is spent working. I have two jobs on campus, so they're actually pretty fun. So I used to be an education major, so working at a preschool on campus is really nice. I still kind of have that enjoyment of working with kids, helping them learn and grow. And also a lot of them are families of the community. So in local events that we put on, like with the basketball team or just the school puts on, you always see them too. So it's kind of you're making that extra relationships with the community of the college. And then I also work in missions for Olivet. So I give tours, I'm student ambassador, so it's really cool. I can now kind of share my experiences, my 4 years of Olivet to prospective students, while also getting to learn, where they're from, how they discovered Olivet, kind of what other they're interested in, kind of help them be a part of their journey to kind of find their home for college.
Your coach mentioned that you've stayed committed through multiple coaching changes at Olivet. What kept you committed through it all? Because I'm sure it's not always an easy process going through multiple coaches.
Yeah, that was probably my most difficult challenge kind of throughout my college career with basketball. I think the biggest part is just kind of being open to change. At first, I was definitely stubborn and like didn't want to like change. I didn't want to like make any differences, but I think you got to learn how to realize that change is a good thing, and that change can improve and kind of grow the culture of our program. But also just kind of having patience, both as coaches and athletes. Every year we've had some sort of coaching change in the staff, so it's not going to be smooth sailing. There's going to be different conflicts that arise, and it's just kind of how you approach that. Just kind of wanting to get better as a whole team personally. I know kind of at the end of the day to myself, I just kind of think, basketball doesn't change. It's still a sport, same rules. So a lot of times I would find myself kind of playing for the love of the game or for my teammates when it was like those hard times. That definitely kind of got me through it, especially having that bond with my teammates.
What would you say to other student athletes out there who might be going through rough times on their teams, whether it's a similar situation or something else?
Again, just the most important part is to be patient, especially for underclassmen. I've kind of preached to my underclassmen that, it's not permanent. It's going to take time. The process does take time. Sadly, I'm in my last year of that process, but just kind of be patient, willing to open to that change, and just kind of be open to express your ideas and opinions to coaches and teammates too.
As a senior on the team, I'm sure you've stepped up in tremendous ways into a leadership role if you had not previously done so already. But what do you feel are important qualities of a leader?
I think the most important thing for a leader at the moment right now is just being open and approachable for your teammates. So I know with my last year, some of my goals are just to enjoy um, my last season of my career, but also make sure that my teammates are also enjoying it and having fun, especially underclassmen. I know my first couple years of a freshman, sophomore were kind of rough and rocky, just kind of getting into that routine of being an athlete in college. So definitely making sure that their voices are heard, since coaches and teammates do kind of take my opinion to heart too sometimes. So kind of expressing their feelings as well when they feel like they might not be heard. But yeah, I think just being open and approachable. I know I'm just someone who likes to be present and listen to what my teammates have to say, and then kind of relay that to coaches or teammates, whatever they need to hear.
Who would you say are some leaders throughout your life that have influenced your leadership skills that you have today?
I think definitely some past coaches as well as professors. I know Nancy Van Hoosier, she's my sports psychology professor and head of the health team performance department here at Olivet. So she's sports psych, so a lot of that, I found that as I get older, a lot of that comes from the mental side of sports, not the physical. So I've been trying to also relay that to my team, those kind of aspects of being a leader and how to improve yourself and your leadership skills as well. But also just other coaches that I've had throughout the my career here for Olivet, and also just in high school too. Just kind of keep you motivated and just kind of keep you excited to play.
What are some career aspirations that you have with that?
Probably the biggest career I'm hoping for is to work in Special Olympics and be like a trainer, coach for those who compete in those events too. So.
Well, I like closing out each interview with kind of a fun question. So, we're almost in winter. We don't have the snow yet, but what are some of your favorite winter activities?
I'd say probably my favorite is to go look at all the lights around town. We have like some houses that, play the music to the houses and are all lit up that you can like go sit in your car outside of, but also our downtown area is always lit up, and like Santa and the reindeers come downtown. So we always take our family down there and walk down by the river to see all the lights.
I love it. Well, Rachel, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today, and best of luck to you and your team the rest of the season.
Thank you.